Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share a story, not just any story, but one that transcends the limits of time, borders, and circumstances. This is a story of choices, consequences, and redemption. A story that hits close to home for every single one of us. Because at some point, we've all underestimated the people who love us the most. Life is not just about existing, it's about cherishing moments before they turn into regrets. Today, I am here not to preach, but to give you a roadmap. A roadmap that will guide you toward a life filled with meaning, love, and purpose. I'll share with you 5 powerful keynotes that have the potential to change the trajectory of your life if you allow them to. Let's dive in. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine standing on the field of life, unsure, unconfident, and surrounded by noise, people shouting opinions, doubt, and judgment. But then, through the crowd, you hear one voice. A voice that cuts through the chaos and says, "I believe in you." Belief is the single greatest gift you can receive. It's not something you can buy. It's not something you can demand. It's something someone gives you, a priceless vote of confidence that can ignite a fire in your soul. It is the foundation on which every great story of success is built. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall time and time again. But do their parents give up on them? No. They keep cheering, keep encouraging, and keep believing that one day their child will stand tall. That is the power of belief that never wavers, even when failure seems inevitable. Many of us, however, fail to see this gift while it's in front of us. We take it for granted. Maybe it's your mother, your father, a friend, or a mentor who believes in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. Maybe they're the ones whispering, "You can do this. I know you can," but instead of embracing that belief, we ignore it, dismiss it, or worse, push it away. We get irritated by their presence, thinking, "Why do they keep pushing me? Why don't they leave me alone?" And yet, one day, when that voice is gone, when the person who believed in you isn't there anymore, you suddenly realize how much their belief mattered. You realize their words were the fuel that kept you moving forward when you wanted to quit. Belief is transformative. It doesn't just give you hope, it gives you purpose. It gives you strength when you're at your weakest. It tells you, even if the world says no, I will say yes. You see, when someone believes in you, they're not just seeing the person you are today, they're seeing the person you can become. They're seeing potential that even you may not see in yourself. That belief is what drives people to achieve greatness, to push past their limitations, and to rise to their highest potential. Look at the stories of successful people, athletes, leaders, innovators. Behind every single one of them, there's a person who believed in them when no one else did. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, but his mother told him, "Work harder and you'll prove them wrong." Steve Jobs faced rejection and doubt, but someone believed in his vision when others called it impossible. The truth is, this belief is contagious. When someone believes in you, they light a spark inside you. And when you succeed, that spark spreads, inspiring others to believe in themselves too. But here's the key: belief is not just something you receive, it's something you must give. Who do you believe in today? Who are you encouraging to reach their dreams, to fight their battles, to overcome their doubts? Maybe it's a friend struggling with their purpose. Maybe it's your child who feels like they're not good enough. Maybe it's you standing in front of the mirror, needing to believe in yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you, start seeing belief as a gift. When someone believes in you, cherish it, act on it, prove them right, and when you have the chance to believe in someone else, give them that gift freely. Because in the end, belief is what creates heroes. It's what turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. It's what takes a small, shaky voice and transforms it into a roar. Never underestimate the power of belief. The greatest gift you can receive is belief, but the greatest legacy you can leave is believing in others. Ladies and gentlemen, at every moment of your life, you stand at a crossroads, a place where decisions, big or small, shape the direction you take. You may not realize it now, but the choices you make today are laying the foundation for the person you will become tomorrow. Life does not just happen to us. It's not determined by luck, fate, or circumstances alone. It is shaped by the decisions we make and the actions we take. You are not defined by where you came from. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are defined by your choices. Let me be clear: choice is power. Every single one of us has the power to choose no matter the situation. You can choose who you surround yourself with. You can choose how you respond to failure. You can choose whether you get back up or stay down. And ultimately, you can choose the kind of life you want to live. I know this because I've lived it. There was a time when I surrounded myself with the wrong people, people who had no goals, no ambition, no hope. And what happened to me? I became just like them. You see, the people you choose to surround yourself with are a reflection of your future. Show me your friends, and I will show you your destiny. If you're surrounded by negativity, you will become negative. If you're surrounded by people chasing after nothing, you will chase nothing. At the time, I thought I was invincible. I thought I could play with fire and never get burned. But life doesn't work that way. My bad choices didn't just hurt me, they hurt the people who loved me the most. I gave up everything I dreamt about as a little boy because of the choices I made and the people I chose to align myself with. Let this be a wake-up call. Every choice has a consequence. Some consequences are small, and you won't even notice them. Others will change your life forever. And the hardest truth to face is this: you are responsible for your choices. Not your parents, not your friends, not the world, you. But here's the beauty of choice: it's never too late to change. I don't care what mistakes you've made in the past. I don't care how many wrong turns you've taken. As long as you are breathing, you have the power to choose differently. The past cannot be changed, but the future. The future is still unwritten, and you hold the pen. If you don't like where you are in life right now, I want you to ask yourself a simple question: what choices brought me here? Then ask yourself an even more important question: what choices can I make to change my future? Choose to step away from negativity. Choose to rise above failure. Choose to chase your dreams relentlessly, even when others doubt you. Because in the end, life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you're willing to work for, fight for, and choose. So I ask you, who are you becoming? Every day, every decision, you are writing the story of your life. Write one you'll be proud of. Make choices that align with your dreams, your purpose, and your values. Because the power is in your hands. Ladies and gentlemen, your choices are the compass that will guide you. Choose wisely, choose courageously, and most importantly, choose to become the best version of yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, in a world obsessed with fame, fortune, and success, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters: family. Family isn't just the people you share blood with, it's the people who love you unconditionally, who stand by you when the world turns its back, and who believe in you when you can't believe in yourself. When you strip away the cars, the houses, the money, and the status, what are you left with? Family. The people who were there for you before you had anything and will still be there when you lose it all. No amount of wealth or success can replace that. Too often we make the mistake of pushing family aside, thinking we'll have more time later. We tell ourselves they'll understand, or I'll make it up to them someday, but life is unpredictable, and time is the one thing you can never get back. One day you'll look up, and the people who mattered most will be gone. Imagine this: you walk into your home and the lights are on. It's late at night and you're tired, but someone is still awake waiting for you. It could be your mother, your father, your spouse, or your child. They're awake because they care, because they want to know you're okay, because their love for you keeps them up, even when you're out living your life, unaware of how much they worry for you. Do you realize how precious that is? Do you realize what a privilege it is to have someone who loves you that much? The truth is, we don't always appreciate family while we have them. We slam doors on them, we brush them off, we ignore their calls, we say things we don't mean. And then, when they're no longer there, we're left with regret. We wish we had one more conversation, one more hug, one more chance to say I love you. Take it from me, family is not a burden. Family is a blessing. My mother never went to sleep until she knew I was home safe. She stayed up night after night just to make sure her son was alive. And how did I repay her? By pushing her away. By taking her love for granted. Ladies and gentlemen, don't make the same mistake. Don't wait for a funeral to realize how much someone meant to you. If you're lucky enough to have a mother, don't let the busyness of life rob you of the time you could be spending with them in the eye and tell them how much you love and appreciate them. Do it today, because tomorrow is not promised. Your family is your foundation. They are your anchor in life's storm. They're not perfect, and neither are you, but love isn't about perfection. Love is about showing up day after day and saying, I'm here. I care. You matter to me. At the end of your life, no one will talk about how many cars you drove or how much money you made. They'll talk about how you made them feel, how you loved them, and how you were there when it counted. Family is your legacy. So honor your family, spend time with them, listen to them, love them, because family is not something you can replace, and once they're gone, no amount of success will fill that void. Family is priceless. Cherish them while you still can. Ladies and gentlemen, redemption is not something you wait for, it's something you fight for. It doesn't come from luck, and it's not handed to you on a silver platter. Redemption is born the moment you decide to take responsibility for your life, your mistakes, and your future. We've all made choices we regret. We've all stumbled, fallen, and taken paths we wish we hadn't. Maybe it was a bad decision you made in a moment of weakness. Maybe it was years of bad habits, bad company, or lost opportunities. Maybe you let down the people who loved you most. You feel the weight of shame. You feel like you're too far gone, too broken, too unworthy. But I'm here to tell you this: your mistakes do not define you. Your response to them does. Redemption doesn't mean erasing your past, it means choosing to rise above it. It means standing up and saying, I may have fallen, but I will get back up. I will turn my pain into purpose, my guilt into growth, and my mess into a message. You see, the power of redemption lies in you because no one else can do it for you. No one else can fight your battles. No one else can make the decision to change. People can believe in you, they can encourage you, but only you can take the first step toward redemption. Let me share something with you. When I overdosed on drugs for the third time, I shouldn't have been alive. I should have died. I had no one to blame but myself. I had surrounded myself with the wrong people. I had given up on my dreams, my family, and my purpose. I was the one who threw it all away. And for a long time, I believed there was no coming back from that. I believed I was too broken, too lost. But life had other plans. I realized something powerful. If I'm still breathing, I still have a chance to turn it all around. I had to make a decision to let my mistakes bury me or to use them as a foundation to rebuild my life. I chose redemption. And that decision changed everything. You have that same power. Maybe you're in a dark place right now. Maybe you feel like you've lost control. Maybe you've hurt people you love, or you've let yourself down. I want you to know this: it is never too late to change. As long as you're alive, you have the power to rewrite your story. Redemption begins with a choice. It's a choice to take ownership of your actions, to forgive yourself, and to take steps toward a better future. It won't be easy. The road to redemption is filled with obstacles, self-doubt, fear, and judgment from others. But it's worth it. Because when you choose redemption, you don't just heal yourself, you inspire others. You become proof that it's possible to rise from the ashes, to break free from the chains of the past, and to create a life of meaning and purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to remind you that you are stronger than your mistakes. You are not defined by where you've been. You are defined by where you choose to go. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I will not let my past control me. I will not let my failures define me. I have the power to change, and I will. Redemption is real, and it starts with you. It starts the moment you believe you are worthy of a second chance, because you are. Ladies and gentlemen, if I asked you how much time you have left, what would you say? A day? A year? 50 years? The truth is, none of us know. Time is the one thing we cannot control. It slips through our fingers like sand, and no amount of money, success, or power can buy it back. But life isn't measured by the number of years you live. It's measured by the moments you create. It's measured by the laughter you share, the love you give, and the memories you build with the people who matter most. Because at the end of the day, it's not the hours that matter, it's the moments. Let me ask you this: when was the last time you stopped and truly lived in the moment? When was the last time you looked into the eyes of your loved ones and told them how much they mean to you? When was the last time you appreciated the beauty of this life, the sound of your children laughing, the warmth of the sun on your face, the simple joy of being present? We spend so much of our lives chasing one day I'll have more time. One day I'll take that trip. One day I'll call my parents. One day I'll follow my dreams. But one day isn't promised to anyone. What matters most isn't the years in your life, it's the life in your years. It's those little, seemingly insignificant moments that become the most precious memories. It's sitting around the dinner table with your family, sharing stories and laughter. It's holding your child's hand as they take their first steps. It's the phone call you make to say, I love you, when someone least expects it. You don't need to be rich, famous, or successful to create these moments. All you need is the courage to be present, to be grateful, and to recognize the beauty of the here and now. When I lost my mother, I realized how fragile life is. I spent so many nights pushing her away, slamming my bedroom door, telling her I didn't have time for her. I was too busy chasing the things I thought mattered. But when I stood at her funeral, all I wanted was one more moment. Just one more chance to say, Mom, I love you. Thank you for believing in me. Don't wait for tragedy to teach you what matters most. Live your life now. Create those moments now. Hug your family. Tell your friends you care. Chase your dreams. Be present, because one day, all you'll have left are the memories you made. Ladies and gentlemen, life is a gift. Don't waste it worrying about the future or regretting the past. Instead, live in the moment, because moments are what make life truly meaningful. Thank you. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, as I bring this speech to a close, I want to leave you with one powerful truth: you are the author of your story. Your choices define you. Your family grounds you. Your mistakes don't control you. Redemption is always possible. And life isn't measured by the time you have, but by the moments you create. I want you to remember something: you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the architect of your future. You have the power to rise above your past, to choose a better life, and to create a legacy you're proud of. When you leave here today, I challenge you to make a promise to yourself, a promise to choose your friends wisely, to cherish your family, to seek redemption when you fall, and to live in the moment every single day. Because this life, this beautiful, precious life, it's not guaranteed. The clock is ticking, and the time to change, to love, to grow, to live is now. As long as you have breath in your lungs, you have the power to create a life of purpose, love, and meaning. Don't waste it. So go home today, hug the people you love, and tell them what they mean to you. Look in the mirror and remind yourself that you are strong, you are worthy, and you are capable of greatness. Your life is a story waiting to be written. Write it with courage, write it with love, and write it with the kind of moments that will be remembered long after you're gone. Thank you, and may you live a life that truly matters.